Welcome to Financial Focus, brought to you by GulfCoast Financial Services founder and CEO, John Kuykendall. John and his team of financial, legal, and tax professionals have provided North Florida savers and investors sound, comprehensive financial guidance for over 25 years, helping you to achieve important life and planning goals. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and tune in for more Financial Focus by visiting GulfCoastFinancial.net.
And welcome into the program. This is Financial Focus, brought to you by the best of the best in financial services, as named 6 years and running by the Lake City Reporter, the team from GulfCoast Financial Services. Founder, CEO John Kuykendall here, providing us guidance and insight, author of the Financial Focus book, a Kingdom advisor. We always appreciate your guidance here on the program. John, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you, Peter. It's great to be here. I hope you had a good week. The weather's getting warm, the pool's getting warmer, and I'm enjoying summer.
Yeah, and indeed, we're in the scorching part of summer. A little hot for me, but that's okay. We'll get through it. I guess it's better to be hot than cold, because you can always take a layer off, and
Sure.
just in winter I just can't seem to get warm. So I'll take this, I guess, over the alternative. But John, you had a recent event there for the first responders to help them celebrate Independence Day. Today we're going to be talking about some hot topics, but how hot was it out there?
Oh, it was hot, Peter. We had a great time. A lot of people showed up. It was our way to celebrate the 4th of July and also to celebrate our first responders who do so much for us. So we had a little barbecue for them and let them come in and eat or take it out and as their shift will allow. But we just really appreciate them, and we want to thank them all for their hard work and all that they dedicate to our job. As you know, one of my grandsons is a fireman. And I believe I have another one coming along. My grandson, who just graduated, said he wants to go to fire school. So real proud of them, I got to tell you.
Fantastic. I mean, everybody, I think, recognizes not the easiest career path, but certainly one that is personally rewarding for us, and then helpful for the community. So congratulations, kudos, and John, what a wonderful way to sort of give back and show appreciation.
Well, thank you, Peter. We really appreciate it. I know a lot of people think that, firemen and policemen have it easy, but in this day and time, they don't. I was talking to my grandson in Jacksonville the other night. He got called out 10 times between midnight and 6. So while they have some time off, they also are putting in some long hours for us, keeping us safe.
Yep. Well, they have the benefit of the pension when they retire. And John, we on the program here talk so often about how valuable that is in providing at least a baseline of financial security once we walk away from the paycheck. So there's some trade-off there. Again, not the easiest career path, but some rewards for doing so financially, at least into retirement. But on this program, John, to coincide with the hot weather, we wanted to talk about some hot topics, and certainly the market has gotten a lot of attention. I mean, is this thing ever going to slow down here? It's just been sizzling white hot for like 10 years. We've been talking about we're reaching all-time highs again and again and over and over. Is this a good thing for us?
Well, I think at some point in time, Peter, they say you have to burn the forest in order to have the trees grow. And at some point in time, this thing has to crash and burn so that we can have a better market. But in that saying, it looks like in the foreseeable future, due to all the stimulus money we've had, all the economy, the hot economy, the real estate market, everything that's going on right now, the shortages that we're now gearing up after we've reopened the country, it looks like the market's going to go on. Now, that being said, there are a lot of hot topics in the market. And of course, Bitcoin is one of those. That you see that thing go up and down. Everybody wants to invest in Bitcoins because it's the hottest thing. And Peter, I've read a couple of books on Bitcoins lately and tried to, in my old mind, tried to get to understand this thing.
Yeah.
But I just can't understand how I can have a pocket wallet, a paper pocket wallet, and have all this money being safe and secure, because 9 times out of 10, I can't find my credit card when I pull it out of my wallet. So I'm not sure how I'm supposed to keep my currency safe. And I don't really understand a lot about it, but we've been working on it. I do know there have been a lot of scams and a lot of money lost in Bitcoins over the years.
Yeah.
But it's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, well, I remember when it was breaking like 60,000 a Bitcoin. Huge craze over it, and a lot of people dumped money in. I heard talk that, oh, this is going to 100,000 before we know it, and then it lost about 50% of its value and went down to about 30,000. So, even something that sounds fantastic and we hear a lot about, if you are in at the wrong time, you can lose a significant amount of money. Another kind of subject of the white hot stock market, John, is the meme stocks that everybody is talking about and we're hearing so much about. Kind of the same kind of speculative thing as investing in some of these experimental cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and such. GameStop and AMC and BlackBerry, they all received a whole lot of attention. A lot of people made some money, I guess, or a few people made a lot of money, but I think that a lot of people probably didn't fare so well.
Well, it's kind of like a pyramid scheme. The first one to get in is one that makes the money, and later, as the pyramid grows, there's more and more of a chance to lose. When a stock's gone up 1,300% in a short period of time, somebody's going to lose money. Peter, you know that.
Where's the room for it to continue going up?
Yeah, especially with the valuations. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason why this is happening, other than there's some people are manipulating the market. And as you know, from everything I'm reading, the Fed and the government is more and more interested in this and taking a harder look at it.
Yeah. Well, the irony there was that I think that the whole movement started in opposition to manipulating the market. It was a collection of people that got together in chat rooms and such and said, hey, we can actually all communicate freely and quickly with new technology. And these big investors have been manipulating the market. We should show them what's up and then, show them that they can't do that to us. And then the people that were doing that ended up being the very ones that were in some ways manipulating the market. And the big money's never going to get in trouble like the little guy is. And so the regulations are coming down on them and not the big guys that they were trying to send the message to.
Right. I mean, that's right, Peter. It's kind of ironic to me that a group of people can drive the stock market up that high, but they can't. And we proved it. It's certainly something that in this day and age with technology like it is, it's something that we have to address in order to get more stability in the market. We can't have these stocks, being driven up that much when there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's just not right. And it creates havoc and chaos in the market. So
hot financial topic. Another one that's creating some havoc and chaos: inflation, John. I mean, that's more something tangible that we all know what it is and how it works. We're all shopping, we're all buying things, we're all spending money. It's just that these days we're spending significantly more money on the same things.
Yeah, I was talking to a client of mine yesterday who delivers Pepsi. And he told me that last year during the pandemic, they had record sales of Pepsi or any soft drink because people were staying home and they were drinking more in home instead of going to restaurants and out. They have, even though we've opened up the country, they are still selling at more than they sold last year. So people are actually spending more money, doing more things, eating out more, having more picnics at home. It's just people are doing more. I don't know whether you saw that or not, but the Social Security cost of living increase, the COA is supposed to, right now, it looks like it's going to go up 4.7%.
Wow.
Next year, which will be the second highest increase we've had, I believe, in like 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
which is fantastic unless you're trying to build a house and lumber has gone up 300%.
Yeah. Well, you got an existing home and people are driving it up. I had a guy list his house the other day. We have a real estate market here that's not really booming, but it does have certain value. He listed his house, sold it in 3 days, and got $25,000 more than he asked for it because it was driven up by people wanting the house. Now, the bad thing is he's got to go try to replace it,
Right.
which, I made a lot of money on my house. That was the good news. The bad news is I got to go pay more for less house because I sold my old house.
Yep.
But it's that way everywhere. And material shortage. We're getting a new roof here at the building. It's a flat roof, and it's very expensive. So I signed a contract a month ago, and we got the permit, which we thought we might have trouble because we're in a historical district. They gave us a permit right away, but I got a call the other day. The roofer can't start because they don't have the materials, because there's a shortage of people, working, building this material. So we don't know when we're going to get our new roof. And that's the way it is with everywhere. People are having to stop construction because they can't get the materials, even though that lumber's gone up 50% more this year than it did the 190% last year. So it just keeps going up. Inflation's with us.
Yeah, but the housing market has been hot. And one of the things that I think has contributed to the housing market being so hot is the low interest rates. If they begin to creep up, does the housing market stay so hot? Is it still so advantageous to get those longer term debt in the form of mortgages? And isn't that kind of working against savers right now that interest rates are so low? Wouldn't that be advantageous to many retirees if the interest rates began to creep up? But on the other side, would it work against them in other areas?
Well, sure. I mean, the thing about it, there's twofold to that. One thing is that savers are hurt because we can't get the returns on the savings, the CDs and savings accounts that we used to get. I remember in 2000, we were close to 10%. On a 10-year annuity, 10% fixed, we were at like 6 and 7% on CDs. Now, that is bad because we're not making as much money, but also from a saver standpoint, I got to pay more taxes because that interest I'm receiving is reportable that year and counts as ordinary income. So if I'm not careful and I have a lot of my money in savings, I'm going to create a higher tax bracket for myself and pay more for Social Security and also for Medicare. So that's bad. But now the housing market, while interest rates are low, it's great for it, great for the refinance market. But we've got a tremendous amount of people that are migrating out of the states that were closed into the states that were more open. So you're finding people from New York and California and states like that moving to Florida and to Iowa and Idaho and just moving Texas. And so we're creating a shift, a demographic shift of people in the United States because of the pandemic.
Shifting timelines for when we intend to retire as well. Some of those moves are because the folks are retiring early. Some of those moves are because they're going to continue to work longer. But the shift in the retirement timeline is another hot topic that a lot of us are dealing with. And John, you hit on another one there. Taxes, I think, is maybe one of the hottest financial topics right now. I know you spend a lot of time dealing with taxes and trying to help people plan to be effective with their taxes.
Well, taxes are certainly a hot button now because with all the stimulus money, all the debt that we've gotten, I think somewhere we're like at 190% of our gross product right now we owe. And so we're at the highest all-time we've been since since 1946. And at that point in time, our highest tax bracket was 94%. So taxes have to go up. We're seeing a lot of changes. We've got to stay on top of those. Capital gains is going to change. We've already seen that, income tax is going to increase. We know that there are several other taxes. Inheritance taxes are going to be cut. And so it affects a lot of people. And we have to, as we do those financial income plans, those financial focus income plans, we have to address taxes and how that's going to affect us during retirement. And I just got through listening to a webinar by talking about taxes in retirement and how we have to be proactive in how we withdraw our money so that we can stay within the lowest tax bracket.
Well, again, these are hot topics. We're hearing a lot about them. John, that financial focus plan, it either shows people how to address these things, or with those things that we cannot necessarily address or control, how to structure the plan to protect ourselves as much as possible against them, right?
Yeah. And Peter, you sent me something that showed that 94% of the people in the United States think that income plans or using a financial advisor is only for rich people. And I got to tell you, it's for everybody. There's no reason that someone with not as much money as someone else shouldn't have an income plan and plan their retirement. There's just no reason for it. I mean, especially since we do it for free. I mean, it's very little that we're going to charge them, and so they should be not worried about that. A income plan is for everyone. And I think in that survey, over 60% of the people surveyed who use an advisor said that it was to their benefit to have an advisor.
Yeah, actually, I think it was higher than that even. It
Was it?
It was over 75%. Yeah,
Wow.
That the article, the statistics in that, it really scared me. It shocked me. It made me worry that so many people thought that having financial guidance, a professional, help them, assist them, provide them advice, help them manage the plan, craft the plan, that they felt it was simply too expensive. I can do my own dental work. I feel like paying a professional to do it is a benefit. I get a measurable benefit from the service that I'm paying for. Same thing with other health related concerns. My car, when I have certain types of work done on my home, I pay a professional for those things. And I think that I get more out of the payment than what the payment cost me. And therefore the expense is justifiable in the benefits that I am receiving. But John, you and your team put that plan together with no costs. So it's like, why should price be a hurdle, be an objection that gets in the way of anyone having a plan? It's scary. And then for those that have a plan, the percentage that said it shows them measurable benefit, I think speaks for itself and the value of having that plan. So that's why you offer that financial focus retirement plan, the financial focus income plan, and the book Financial Focus, all of these things that you make available as resources to savers and investors across North Central Florida. I encourage people to take advantage, and I think it's well worth the time to get that plan put together.
Well, I do too, Peter. I mean, we're not going to twist their arm. We're not going to try to sell them anything. We just want everyone to have an idea of what they're going to be doing during retirement and to make some decisions about how they can get there. And as you know, Social Security, when I'm going to draw my Social Security, how I'm going to take it, that's not an easy thing. And Social Security, the administration, is not going to help you with that. So why not have a plan in place ahead of time that takes care of all of your income and shows you how to maximize your income, and then take it and do what you want to with it. But it's just our way of giving back to the community. I tell you, I've been blessed over and over. And I just think that this is something that we can do for people, and we're more than willing to do that.
Well, if you would like to take advantage, again, no cost, no obligation, get your financially focused retirement plan, get your financial focused income plan, get a Social Security report and analysis, get an investment portfolio report and comparison and analysis, know how much you're paying in fees, how much risk you're taking, how much you would be liable for in taxes, a tax report and analysis with sister company GulfCoast Tax Advantage. So many opportunities for you. And they bring it all together in that financial focus plan. If you'd like to start with the book, Financial Focus, pick up the phone, give GulfCoast Financial Services a call, 386-755-9018, 386-755-9018, 386-755-9018. We try to pack every program with information for you, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the one ask, the one call to action at the end every time. This is your opportunity to get value in putting this information into use, is get that plan in place. Give a call, 386-755-9018. And John, we always appreciate your time and guidance here on the program.
Thank you, Peter. It was great being here. Have a good summer.
You as well. We look forward to talking with you again next week.
You bet.
Take care.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and tune in for more Financial Focus by visiting GulfCoastFinancial.net. The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only, without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for a particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature and not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes. John Kuykendall is registered with and securities are offered through Kovac Securities Inc., member FINRA SIPC, found online at www.kovacsecurities.com. Advisory services are offered through GulfCoast Financial Services Inc., a registered investment advisor in Florida. GulfCoast Financial Services Inc. is not affiliated with Kovac Securities Inc. or Kovac Advisors Inc. Past performance is not indicative of future results. All investing involves risk. Investment decisions should be based on your own goals, time horizon, and tolerance for risk. Due to various factors including changing market conditions and/or applicable laws, the content may no longer be reflective of current opinions or positions.